Okay, hi everybody. My name is Madison Heisterman, founder of Naturally Contained, a compostable packaging for gardening products business. Having grown up on a second-generation soil manufacturing farm, I'm the little one down there in the pink, that my grandparents started 50 years ago, actually this year. I've always been hyper-aware and bothered by the amount of single-use plastic we're using in the purchasing of products that people are often purchasing in attempts to reduce their waste and live more sustainably. So while I focused my time when I went to UW during my master's program, I really dove into the research around plastic alternatives currently on the market and what I could potentially do to bring back to my parents' company and to the gardening industry as a sustainable alternative. So in diving deeper into the industry standard packaging, through ideating on different materials and looking at the current products on the market, I was shocked to find out that there currently wasn't an alternative on the market that currently ticks all the boxes. Even when looking at other bioplastic companies and the paper-based products that are currently being sold as soil packaging on the market, we currently don't have the infrastructure, unfortunately, in North America to actually break down these materials. And a lot of the plastics feature multiple types of plastic. So at the end of the day, even if the consumer washes out the material, puts it in their blue bin, or even a company puts them in the blue bin and washes out properly, still over 95% of it is all ending up in the landfill, with less than 6% of all plastic bag waste, no matter the company, no matter the product, ending up in our landfill every day, every year, and a lot of the days. So that's why my idea with Naturally Contained is to create a value-added packaging that doesn't need an industrial facility or any extra resources. So when looking specifically at soil manufacturing companies, which is who I'm selling directly to, we're able to reduce their recycling fees, which they're currently being hit with, even though all their bags are still ending up in the landfill. We're also able to reduce the amount of microplastics that are ending up in our soil and eventually in our food that are currently happening with the leaching from the plastics into the soil. We're also able to provide soil manufacturers with the same margins that they're currently seeing with the plastic bags when they go on to sell the product to gardening centers. And the fun part for you guys, when you actually purchase now your soil and packaging and Naturally Contained, you can use it directly as a plant pot. A perfect alternative if you're looking to plant seeds on your patio, inside. My herb garden is all inside in the Naturally Contained pots with the indoor and outdoor lifespan at the minimum at 8 months. But then at the end of the day, you can actually break down the material, whether it's in your green bin or just simply in your backyard, adding it back into the earth and as a soil amendment. So when looking at our traction, like I mentioned before, everything really kicked off during my master's program at UW when I really dove into the research and started ideating on the different materials that I could bring to market. It was then through that we rambled together a business plan and entered into the Dempsey Startup Competition. And through that opportunity, we were connected with a lot of mentors here in the Seattle community and were encouraged to apply for the Jones & Foster Accelerator program last year. It was through that program that it really took Naturally Contained to the next step, and I dove into it full time. From that process, we were able to finalize our initial products. We were able to have mentorship and partnerships within the community and finalize our first orders, which allowed us to get over 800 products pre-sold into this year's garden centers and sold into 16 garden centers who now, through our soil partner, is now available within BC and in the Washington area. So when looking more into the financial side of things and the market opportunity in the plastic bag, right now focusing on the 1 and 2 gallon size pots, this is the 1 gallon, right now it's estimated in North America that 30 million plastic bag alternatives are being purchased right now. So in doing so, there's also 800 soil manufacturing companies, which is our direct customer, being sold on the market or supplying the market. So when looking to our funding, like I mentioned before, we got a little bit in the Dempsey competition, and the Jones & Foster really helped to provide funding to get that product into the market and cover our initial cost. But right now, we're really looking to expand and actively seeking a co-founder to help take Naturally Contained to the next step, as well as hiring somebody in marketing to really help further refine our story as to what Naturally Contained can do and the value add that we hold. As that's been our biggest critique and concern after our first season of production. People love the product if they understand what it is, but it's how we can get that beyond that initial adopter on board and aware of our product in the market and in the stores. So if you know anyone who you think might be a great fit for the team, or if you're just interested to stay in touch and visit us in store and at events that we'll be doing in the spring, please let me know. The QR code goes to our website or shoot me an email. So thanks.